Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So for the episode with this cool amazing one right here in my hand, and basically what this is an action camera that's very similar to like a GoPro whatever, but for a much lower price. So this is basically what it looks like right here, as you can see. So the cool thing about this product is the fact that there's actually a lot of upgrade compared to the previous version from this brand in particular. So the first thing you definitely want to notice is the fact that for the actual camera itself, it doesn't have just one screen in the back of the actual camera itself, but now it has a dual screen. So you actually see one screen in the front and also one in the back, very similar to the brand new GoPro, which is super awesome. It also has a 4x zoom on the actual product itself, and it is touchscreen as well, which is super awesome. So you just want to focus or use the actual screen itself to like look at stuff such as your settings or whatever. You can definitely do all of that on here. But first thing first, I'm actually open the product to show you guys what the product looks like and what is actually included inside first. So when you first open it up, you guys can see that this is what it looks like here. So when I open up this part right here, you guys can see that that is basically what it looks like right there. So we have an accessory box right here with all the accessory right here. And then you guys have the actual camera itself right here. So let me actually take everything out first. So I think I'm going to start with the accessory box and show you guys what's in there first, because there's a lot of stuff inside. Alright, so inside the accessory box, this is the first thing you can see right here. So they provide you guys a user manual to teach you guys how to use the product itself. And then there's a bunch of stuff inside right here. Let me actually put this all out and show you guys what it actually looks like on the table real quick. Alright, so this is basically everything that's included for you guys in terms of the packaging itself. So you get the camera, all the accessories, the waterproof case, and the remote, cables, and all the user manual right here. This is a better view to give you guys a perspective of everything that's included in the packaging itself. Alright, so you can see that that is basically all the accessories that's included right there. Now let me show you guys what the camera looks like. So it comes in this very nice packaging right here. So it's all well protected and everything. And the camera's inside this waterproof case. So let me take it out first. So right here we have the actual product itself. If you guys can see, it's inside this waterproof case right here. So this is what the front side looks like. Here's the side. Here's the back. Here's the top part. Here's the other side, and here's the bottom part. So they do have some buttons here on the top, and they do have buttons on the side as well. So those are for the buttons that's inside for the camera itself. And the way how you guys open this case right here is by opening it right here, and then pull this part in the back right here open like this, and then open up right there. Take this part out, then you guys have the actual camera itself, and that is basically what the case looks like right here. And obviously if you don't put it back in, just go like this, seal this back up, make sure it's completely tight, lock it back in like this, and it's all set. So that is basically everything that's included in the packaging itself. Let me actually turn this on and show you guys what the product looks like first. So right here we have the actual product itself, and see it's pretty high quality. It's definitely the best one that they made so far compared to the previous version. It definitely has a 4K image quality or video quality right here. Right here is the display screen for the front side if you want to take selfies or whatever. Right here is the camera lens. You guys can see it's well protected. Top part right here, you guys have a power button and also an OK button. And I believe this is a light indicator right here for the actual product itself to let you guys know when it's on. If you turn this light, you guys can see there's two buttons right here. I believe this is a speaker or microphone option right here. And on this side right here, you guys can see there's some outlets right there. So there's two plug outlets right here. I believe one is for charging and that's for another file transfer or something. And right here we have the TF card slot or the micro SD card slot right there. I believe the maximum that you can plug in here is around like 64 gigabytes or something. That's what they mentioned on the actual packaging itself. And then at the very bottom, they do have the slot for you to open up. So I pull this open like this. You guys have the slot for you guys to plug in the battery that's included for you guys, which is right here. So all you guys need to do is make sure this part right here is facing on the bottom part right here. Push it in all the way and then close it back up just like this. And then it's all set. So if we turn on the actual product itself, alright, so we turn on the product itself and see that that is basically what it looks like. So it does work pretty well. If you guys look really carefully at the image quality, it's actually really high quality. So it definitely has that high quality image that I mentioned, which is super awesome. And the crazy thing about it is the fact that when I saw that image just now, it's with the lens cover right now. So if you imagine if I take that off, it looks even more clear, which is super amazing. So obviously, like I mentioned, for the product itself, it is touchscreen, so you can definitely use your finger to touch it to change different functionality on here. And then like I mentioned as well, the fact that you have the option to use either the screen right here or the front side, you can definitely use either or. And the cool thing about this product or the lens on here, you can definitely turn off and on the fish eye effect if you guys want to. And for this product itself, you guys can definitely use it underwater if you guys want to, where you use it with the case that's included for you guys right here. And in terms of the quality on the actual product itself, you can go to a maximum of 4K resolution for the video quality. And if you guys want to use the camera to take photos, the maximum is 24 megapixel. So basically one thing is the app for the actual product itself. They actually provide you guys information on the instruction manual right here. So you want to download the app right there in order to use it. So that's basically everything that's on the product itself. Let me actually do a quick test and show you guys what the product looks like in terms of all the different settings on here. And let me actually put this down on like a table to show you guys a better view of all the settings on here and actually how to use it. And probably we'll do a few tests. And we'll come back and talk more about the product in a second. Alright, so I have the product right here. So the way how you guys charge it, you just want to plug in the cable that they provide for you guys right here, or you can use your own one. You just want to plug it to the side right here. So you can see we have the outlet right there. So you want to plug this here. And it turns on. And you can see the indicator light right here to show you guys when it's charging. You can see right there. So there's a blue light and there's a red light. The red light is basically the indicator to show you guys that it is charging. And this is basically what the screen looks like. So it tells you guys how much time you can record on here. So I am using a pretty strong TF card in here, so it should last quite a long time. And we are recording in 4K video, so that's why it's taking up so much memory. You can see that it says the microphone is on, the setting option right here, and we can see the play and pause button right here. And right here is the battery life to show you guys where the battery life is. And basically the way how it works is that you just want to change the setting like this. So you can change a different setting like that. You can see, pretty simple. Just need to swipe left and right. And you click on the setting page. You guys can change the setting on here. So you guys can change like the image size. If you guys want it to be 24 megapixel or something else, you guys can do all of that on here. You can change the white balance and all these other stuff here as well. There's an image rotation. There's a Wi-Fi option. There's all these other options here as well. You can turn off the beeping sound if you guys don't want that. And go back to the main page there. Same thing if you guys want to use the video option. Just go like that. Go here. You guys can change the resolution. So they have all these options here you can choose from. And there's the ESI and all these other options as well. And if you guys want to zoom in and out, you do want to use the side button here. So I click on it. You can see that zooms in more, and zooms in more. So that's the maximum. And that's the furthest away. And basically the way how you start it is click on this button right here on top. And you see that starts recording. Pretty easy to use. And then if you guys want to use the app option, you can definitely do that as well. So let me show you guys what that looks like. So obviously if you guys want to use the app option, you do want to turn on your Wi-Fi first. Alright, so basically once you guys finish downloading the app and pairing it all together using the Wi-Fi option on here, this is basically what the app looks like right here. So you guys can change like the video settings, slow, loop, time lapse. And if you guys want to change it to photo, just click on this button right here. And now you can take photos. So there's photos, auto timer, burst mode, or timer mode. And you can change all the settings on here. 24 megapixel, 20 megapixel, 16 megapixel, 13 and 8. Same thing for videos as well. You can change all of that on here and go lower if you guys want to. If you click on this button right here, that basically just goes to a photo album of everything they took on the actual camera itself. But definitely really cool how you can control the camera on here. So that way you don't have to like actually use the device here, but you can actually use it on the app on your phone if you guys want to. So that way you have two ways to control it. So let's say everyone start recording it. So right now it's basically recording it. If I stop it, it stops. And I want to take photos. Take a photo. Take another one. That's all we have to do. So you can see that everything works pretty well in terms of using the actual camera itself, whether you want to use it by itself or you can actually use it with the actual app itself. You can definitely have a lot of different options to do. But now let me actually do a quick waterproof test with the actual case itself with the actual camera itself and see whether or not it's actually waterproof. But before I do that, I do want to test out this option to see when it actually works. Alright, so basically how you guys use the remote is very simple. You guys don't actually need to pair it or anything because it's instant pair to the actual device itself. So let's say for example, if I bring it up like this, and I use the remote, I would just tap it one time. It takes a photo. If I do the same thing for the bottom one, it starts recording. If you can see, I want to stop it, just press again. And stop recording. And in terms of the battery on this remote right here, if you guys need to replace it, you just have to unscrew the back part right here and you can replace the battery in the back. So that's basically everything that's on the product itself. Now let's actually do a quick waterproof test to see what it actually looks like and what actually works. So what I want to do first is throw this into the water to show you guys whether or not it's actually waterproof, and then activate the button here to start recording or taking photos. And obviously the product itself is not a touchscreen when you guys have this case on. So it's only touchscreen if you guys take off this case itself. Alright, so I have the product on. Let's dump it in first. Alright, so you can see that when we fully submerge the product itself, it is fully waterproof. Nothing's getting in. If I start recording it, alright, So you can see that it is recording. Let me zoom up. So when you look very carefully, it is a recording even underwater and none of the water is getting in. If you press the button again, you can stop the recording. So if I press on the top button right here, hold it down, you'll go to this page right here. So you can go to the setting page right here, or you can go back to the video option right here, where you guys can change all these other functionality on here. So you can do time lapse, you guys can do photo option, you guys can do auto timer or whatever. So if I want to take photos, I just go like this and change it to photos by clicking on this button on top. And now you can start taking photos on here. So you definitely have that cool option to do everything underwater. You guys don't have to worry about any water getting in, which is super awesome and super convenient. So the product itself is fully waterproof and you can see it's fully submerged. And once I let go, you guys can see the product itself floats up, which is pretty awesome. So that way the actual product itself would never submerge or go down into the water, but actually will float up in the water, which is pretty cool. So another functionality on the actual button itself on the top part right here is that if I click on this button right here, you guys can change different modes on here. So you guys want to change the different video mode right here, you can definitely click on that button as well instead of this one right here. So you guys have the option to do as well if you guys want to use the mode changing button right here, or you can use this option as well. And if you guys want to change the display from right here to the front side, all you have to do is press and hold this button right here, the down button. And now using the front side. So you can see I'm being recorded on this side, and now you can do vlogs or you can do selfie here as well. And if you guys want to change it back, press the same button. And now it's going to the other side. So now using this side, if you guys can see. And then if you guys want to activate the Wi-Fi, you just want to press and hold down this button right here. I don't want to do it right now because it does have the password on there. But you guys want to press the button right here to activate the Wi-Fi. Alright, so basically what you're hearing right now is the audio that's coming out from the microphone on the actual device itself. You guys can hear what it sounds like. So this is 1080p at 30 frames per second. Let me try again at 4K quality. Alright, so now this is at 4K quality and this is at 30 frames per second. So that's basically everything that's on the product itself. You guys can see that everything works pretty well. The image quality is pretty good for the picture quality. The video quality is really good. Stabilization is pretty good as well. And welcome back, guys. So now you guys saw a quick test of the product itself. You guys can see that everything works really well. Everything about it is pretty cool. The fact that how it has the Wi-Fi option, the fact that the dual screen, the 4K quality, the high quality for the camera resolution as well. Everything about it is pretty awesome. And obviously the fact of how you guys can actually use the app to control it, very similar to like a regular camera or like GoPro cameras where you can transfer files or whatever. That is actually really cool as well. So not only can you just do it manually, but you can also do it on the app as well. And then everything in terms of packaging that's included, like all the different accessories, that's actually really cool. So you can actually play around and use different accessories for whatever you guys want. Whether you guys want to use it for swimming, for snowboarding or whatever, all of them works really well. But that is basically everything that's on the product itself. Now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So for me, honestly, I would definitely have to say that any kind of action cameras in general are super worth it if you guys want more than need one of these. Especially these in particular where it has the dual screen. So that way you guys are not restricted to just using one side, but you can definitely use the other side as well. So it makes it a lot easier if you guys want to take photos, videos, or whatever. But then obviously for those guys who don't want or don't need one or have one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save your money for something else that you do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.